we're getting ready to the politics season, coming up here shortly, November 2012. We'll be here straight. We'll be here soon. A couple of people have been wondering, do they think since we have a black president, things are better for black people?
How you feel about it?
Honestly, man, I think, in all honesty, man, I still think this, same old, man. Some people really believe that, some people actually believe that, that because we got a black president, he's supposed to look out for us and make it easier on us compared to when we had a Caucasian president. And I think overall, it's a state of mind, if you ask me. I think he gave us a sense of pride as far as, pushing forward. But at the end of the day, it's just all about who we actually mixing with and whatnot. So I just feel that it's the same old. I think people got more pride now. People, taking more initiative to move forward. That's how I feel.
Do I think the world is better for blacks since we have a black president? I think it's good that we have a black president, but do I think the world is better? I'm gonna say no. I think we still go through the same old. We still got the same problems that we had 4 years ago. We still got the same issues, and they really don't treat this man like he has the authority of a president. They still disrespect him, so they gonna disrespect the president who's black. They gonna disrespect us too. So it's good that we have a black president. That shows that we have progressed, and that shows that we have accomplished some things, and it shows the younger generation that anything is possible, and black people, black women, black men, or whatever can do anything that they set their minds to. But do I think the world is better? I'm gonna say no.
Chunky Stew.
Mill basically took everything that I had to say. I think now that we have a black president, I think us as a culture see what we are capable of doing. If we put a little hard work in and a little dedication, we can become that head man in charge. I also think it makes our culture, and this is just me now, I just think it makes our culture one of the most hated, as we've not been one of the most hated before, but just for us to be in that position, I think for some people they fear that. I also think getting into the business aspect of it, it's been a little rough for the small businessman, the small black businessman, I would have to say. There were some things that was promised by President Barack that, I know he's a man, he got, all kind of stuff to attend to, but as a small black businesses, it hasn't been going that great. I think that needs a little bit more attention in that aspect. And like Mel said, I think that our president is the most disrespected man in politics. Instead of, if you got a problem with what he's doing, instead of you trying to help, everything has just been anti-Obama. We just need him out here. He's there. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about wanting the world to be better. It's just about trying to get rid of President Obama, and I think that's a problem. And I hope that our people are paying attention to that, because when we had President Bush in office, there wasn't no Tea Party. I don't think the news was as popular as it was, as it is now when he was in office. So I think just because of his color, a lot of things, it hasn't been going. I ain't say it's been bad, because he hasn't been doing some great things. So far, some people don't agree with the health care, but for some people that has been helping out, and things of that nature. But and overall, it can be better. I wouldn't say that it's better, but it can be a little better. It's some progress, and it's not as much as I think he can do. I think he need to attack certain situations that people may not, that people with money may not care about, that people who doesn't have money care about. I think he'll get a better response out of the people that think he's not doing as much as he's supposed to be doing.
Well, I understand what all y'all saying, and I definitely agree with, make some good points. As far as I think the world is better, I would definitely say there's things he could do to improve, but at the same time, if he wasn't there, there's no telling what situation us as black people would be in. I think even if you go back to his first 2 years in presidency, he had a Democrat at Congress, House, and Senate, and he still couldn't get stuff passed. I think he's probably one of the most understanding presidents that we've had.
Oh, without a doubt.
That looks out, that understands the pain of the middle class and maybe people who are suffering. I mean, he has gotten a lot accomplished. He said, universal health care. A lot of people don't have health care. Something that is, I think, crucial to everyone's health and overall well-being. He's trying to invest in jobs as well as getting in teachers and firefighters. And do I agree with him going with everything he did? No. I mean, things he could have done better, yeah. But the man's trying to do the best he can. He walked into a horrible situation. So I think he's doing the best he can for us, even though he doesn't have a quote-unquote black agenda.
And to add on to that, you're saying that, people not really paying attention to what he's doing. A lot of people is not honoring anything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people that's not satisfied with what he's done, and and I've heard one guy said that, all right, hey, it's been 4 years, what has he done? I ain't hear, he can't get all of this done, and he's still young and new, and it's been 4 years, but we're talking about 10 years plus of mess. I mean, I don't know exactly how much, you can't do 10 years plus in 4 years.
True, very true.
So that's how I feel about that.
Well, I last one in the bunch, and I took it in my mouth, so. So when they say Senator Trump, he said 10 years, you need more than about 10 years to get it fixed. So, I mean, he's doing the best he can and everything, and I'm proud that we got a black president. It's the first black president in history. It's history, first black president. Martin Luther King would have been the first one, but they assassinated him. So he had to step up to the plate to show that we can at least get one black president. We don't have any more.
I believe that people don't understand with just behind being a president is the fact that you can make all the laws you want, you can propose all the ideas you want. But at the end of the day, Congress has somewhat of the final say of what you want to do. Even though he can veto stuff, at the end of the day, he has to pass those laws. The House and the Senate got to agree to what he got to say. Now, you got the Republicans almost doing a takeover. Half of the stuff he's going to do, he ain't going to do. And the people was actually smart enough to realize when they was voting for a president, he can give you 100 ideas that he wants to pass. Only 50 of those 100 might get passed because he can't guarantee you everything. The best chance he got to guarantee that stuff is 50-50. So for you to take him for his word that he's gonna pass everything, like he's the final say, I mean, to me, you the dummy for thinking that because what's Congress role?
But let me speak on that right quick. I mean, do I think the world is better? No. Do I think it's good that we have a black president? Yeah. But one man is not going to change everything that's wrong with the country. Exactly. One man is not going to change everything going on in D.C. One man is not going to change everything going on in the state of South Carolina. So no matter who the president is, it takes a collective group of people to make changes. Like, for instance, I hate when you got people who, the complainers are people who ain't doing that.
Exactly.
So if you want to see a change, you got to actually get out there and do that. Now, I ain't saying I ain't saying that one person is going to get out there and just make, something happen. But it's up to us as the people to get out there and do something. You can't sit on your couch every day, come home from work, do the same thing you do every day, come home, sit on your couch, and then turn on the TV, and then you just think that everything is going to be switched, everything will be fixed. You think you will get a new job. If you're looking for a job, you're not gonna get a new job if you just come sit on your couch every day. You got to go out there and make something happen. You got to go put your resume out there. You got to make yourself known. You got to get out there and do the right things. So one man is not going to change the United States of America. Just like, for instance, like a football team. I don't care who you draft. That one man is not going to turn around your team.
Exactly.
Carolina can draft whoever they want to draft. They can draft Cam Newton. They can take the number one draft pick. Look at Peyton Manning. Look at Peyton Manning. He's gone. And I look at the Indianapolis Colts. Look at Cam Newton. He's the number one draft pick. He probably the best, probably the best out of any quarterback in the league right now. But look at Carolina. Look at the team. So I mean, it takes a group of people to make something happen. Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers good, but believe me, he got some people behind him that playing ball too.
But at the end of the day, it's like people don't look at the gist of it. Like I said, is you can say it's Democrat, you can say it's Republican. You got to look at what their morals are. You got to see what they stand by. You can't go with them flip flopping one week and flipping to another thing next week. The Republicans don't care about the middle class. Point blank. If you're a part of the middle class, there's no need for you to think a Republican candidate who's going to be president is going to care about you, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to screw you up because all they're thinking about is their income.
Especially the ones from Texas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All they're concerned about is the small percentage of people who are rich. They don't want no taxes increased on them. They want all the taxes on us, but they want to live a comfortable lifestyle, but they want to put the stress on the middle class and on the poor, if the poor got any money left over. So if you think a Republican candidate is actually going to look out for your best interest, and you in the middle class, man, the world ain't getting better.
And for those people of our culture that's in the Republican Party thinking that they can do just as well as my president is doing, you will have another thing coming, because you can sit here and talk about this man as much as you want to, but them same people that's boosting y'all just to say, well, you know, if you're going to have a black person in office, at least let him be a Republican so you can agree with what we're talking about. Them same people will turn on you and
call you
in office once you get in that thing.
Call you a nigga.
So instead of you trying to help the president, quit being anti-Obama and everything. Tim Scott, I'm talking to you too. You from here.
and Kane. And Kane. Talking about you too. Let me tell you something. They gonna call y'all niggas as soon as you mess up.
Yep.
So
ask Michael Steele.
Exactly.
So let me ask y'all this real quick. Since we're talking about presidents, all y'all registered to vote, right? I mean, that's something major.
And on top of that, the fact that we have a black president in office now, the people are seeing what we are capable of doing if we can get together and do and vote. Yeah. So now that we have the capability of coming together and vote, they're passing all kind of laws that targets our people from getting in there. You got to have a valid job. ID doesn't even work no more. You need a valid driver's license. What is that? What is that? That's crazy. They're not having a area in line for elderly people now. The elderly people got to stand in line with the same regular people. Come on, man. Them people can't stand up all day.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to suppress it.
That has nothing to do with better, making the voters, think better. That's taking away our votes.
But my question, who make those changes? Who do something?
They're right. The same people. The same people that doesn't want to see another black man in office, especially a black man.
The Congress members that you elect, as well as like your state.
And that's what goes with us voting more than just for the president.
Exactly.
We gotta vote whenever it's time to vote. We gotta go out there and vote, not just for the president. We gotta vote for the student council and city council. We gotta vote.
I don't understand. Is like, what's Obama got involved with? Everybody say shit. I didn't do my job. I could. But okay, he in DC. The hell's going on in Charleston? Why y'all not trying to vote with somebody like, okay, Raleigh, I give it to you. Yeah, you've been running Charleston since what? As long as I can think of, you going for your quote unquote last term. Ain't nobody else can do a better job than Raleigh. And
Raleigh, you think you're slick.
And the thing is, you got the school board. You can't replace nobody in the school board. You can't. All these people who up for election. And if you look at the numbers, ain't that much people turning out for those elections. But let Obama tell me he going for a re-election. See how the lines ain't packed. Like we back in Selma, Alabama, or something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, but I'm glad that people are getting out to vote, because I mean, there was at one time, I'm pretty sure 50% of the people who vote now didn't think about voting. So at least with President Obama, he brought recognition to the, hey, we need to get out and vote. It's time to make a change. We definitely need to support everyone, because definitely the Republican and GOP, they're not out for
Mhm.
the middle class or the poor. I mean, all they see
They
is
all
poor.
about their revenue.
Mhm.
That's what they all about.
For themselves.